He's not with me today, but here's a picture. It's a picture of him instead. Hi. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my video. Today I'll be talking about my pregnancy and my first trimester. I took to social media to see what you would like to know about the first trimester in pregnancy, so a lot of these have actually come from you guys. First question that actually came up quite a lot is, how did I feel when I found out I was having a baby? The actual feeling that I felt was really overwhelming. My anxiety went through the roof and all sorts of mixed emotions. Now I am feeling great, I'm feeling excited, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So if you guys follow me on social media, you know that I was actually quite poorly. I was in and out of hospital quite a lot with HG. I'll put the meaning here for you. So HG is just a really bad form of morning sickness. I was kind of lasting 24 hours. I'd be sick sort of 3 or 4 days, tired, fatigue. I could only stay in bed in a dark room. I was throwing up, of course, quite a lot, about 20 times a day. I couldn't keep any food or medication down. I was actually admitted to hospital a few times, once to stay in overnight so they could monitor me, and the rest of the times I was put on a drip just to rehydrate myself, and I was feeling fine. The whole time though, baby wasn't affected. Baby's absolutely fine. So we had our scan, I think it was on the 12th of February. It's such an overwhelming feeling to have a professional tell you that you're growing a human inside of you. It's all good sort of, and I'm sure a lot of women will fully understand where I'm coming from. You take your pregnancy test and it says positive and it's all excited, but to actually have someone sit there and tell you that there's someone inside of you, there's a little baby growing, is such an amazing feeling. Actually see them on the screen as well. So we actually saw our baby at 12 weeks, heard the heartbeat, and it kind of just makes you a little bit emotional, happy and sad, and just all sorts of mixed emotions again. So the next question, I'll combine both of them, but it was about cravings and weight gain. So cravings, I know that there's a lot of myths out there that say if you crave savoury, you're having a boy, and sweet is a girl. Me, I've actually been craving savoury quite a lot. I don't know if I quite believe the sort of old myths out there, the wives' tales they call them, but yes, I am, if you know me, a chocoholic. I love chocolate and anything sweet, but during my pregnancy, nope, I have to turn to a pack of crisps. I mean, I've actually eaten 2 bags just whilst trying to film this. As for weight gain, of course, because I was really poorly at the start of my pregnancy, I lost a lot of weight and the doctors were a little bit concerned. Again, no harm done to baby at all. Now I'm on the mend, I'm on the rise, I'm feeling a lot better. My sickness is still there but not as bad. I am starting to gain weight a little bit, and you can tell, especially in my face and my belly. Alex and I conceived around December time, which means I was pregnant over the Christmas period and New Year's period, and I didn't have a clue. I did have one friend actually ask me, are you pregnant? I was like, no, don't be silly, no, I'm fine, no, why? Not knowing at the time that I actually was. Another one that came up quite a lot is how I sleep. At the minute, I am so uncomfortable when I go to bed. I have to lay in a specific way with my V pillow. I have actually ordered myself a pregnancy pillow as well, which is going to come hopefully soon because I need you. I have a routine when I go to bed, and if I don't follow that routine, then that's it. I can't sleep very well throughout the night. My mind goes crazy. I'm very active. One of them being I have to have a hot water bottle, otherwise I feel very, very cold. I have silly but 2 teddy bears that my granddad gave me when I was little, that make me feel a little bit safer, I guess. I try to sleep on the right hand side as much as possible. I kind of wake up sporadically throughout the night, obviously as you do, feeling a little bit uncomfortable, cold or hot, and wake up several times to go to the bathroom. If you're pregnant, you'll understand, or if you have been pregnant, you'll know. Constantly waking up to go to the bathroom. I think baby likes to use the bladder as a pillow. When I do wake up in the middle of the night and I'm lying on my left hand side, I kind of have a bit of a panic and roll all the way over to my right hand side. I know that obviously the more pregnant I get, the harder it will be to roll over to my right or my left hand side. So there were just a few more things that I wanted to speak about. A lot of questions that came up were any apps that I would recommend. So I use the Flow app and the Pregnancy Plus app, and they are both to monitor baby and helpful tips as well. There's a lot of articles and blogs that you can read in there. Another app that I would highly recommend is the Bounty app, and with them you get a lot of discounts that come through, you get a lot of tips, a lot of tricks again, and all of them you can monitor your appointments, which is great when you have a baby brain. One thing people did ask, but actually I would like to talk about, is my favourite thing whilst being pregnant. So other than my hair and my nails growing longer and stronger, and my complexion, I think my complexion's getting a lot better, I would say that it's the excitement of growing a little human inside you and the excitement for the future. One last thing that I want to talk about is actually flu vaccines and vaccines in general. Obviously, as you know, we're going through a global pandemic. A lot of people have been put off against having the coronavirus vaccine whilst pregnant. I would say I am one of them. This is completely, like I said, if you have had the vaccine and you are pregnant, this is nothing against you. This is just a personal preference. I did read up on the NHS website that it was just advised against, not for any particular reason other than it just hadn't been tested on any pregnant women before. I do have a doctor's appointment booked in September anyway, just to have a review with my doctor. And if I will be breastfeeding, then they do advise again not to have the coronavirus vaccine because it hasn't been tested on pregnant or breastfeeding women. In the future, that'll be something that I will get. I have had the flu jab, I think probably about 4 years running, just because I'm asthmatic and I have a bad chest. I am offered this free on the NHS, so I do go and get that once a year. I know that this is something that is recommended by the NHS as well. Every woman is different, everyone has a personal preference, but for me, I'll be accepting all of the vaccines. I know that after the 20-week mark, there is also a vaccine for the whooping cough, and that is something that I'll be getting as well. There are a lot of other vaccines and things that I need to read into, but yeah, definitely if it's going to protect me and my baby, then I think 100% I'll get them. One thing that I do want to talk about is mood swings and emotions during pregnancy. Like I said, I cannot say this enough. Every pregnant woman is different, and every pregnancy is different in their own ways and dealt with differently. For me, this being my first pregnancy, I would say struggling with my emotions and how to deal with them and the changes that I am receiving. I have a lot of, as Alex would say, attitude, mood swings. Every woman is like that, and I do feel like I am a lot more sensitive now. I do find myself crying at random videos online, or I just find myself somewhat being in a bad mood, or yeah, just feeling down. And it's okay to feel down. You have a lot on your mind, your body is changing so much, and people around you should understand that. Anyway guys, that's all that I'm going to discuss during my first trimester. I'm now on to my second. If you'd like to see another video on how I'm dealing with my second trimester, then do leave a comment down below and let me know. And also, my DMs are always open. If anyone needs any advice or wants to ask me any questions about my pregnancy or anything, please do. Follow all of the channels on the next slide, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.